What's up YouTube, Tom Palmer here from Great Bar Golf Club. Today I've got the new Taylormade sim driver and we're going to go through how good this product actually is. Right guys, so I've got the new Taylormade sim driver. First of all, I just want to show you the head cover. The head cover looks great in itself, white, blue, black and grey. And again, the inside is nice and fluffy. It's going to protect that head very well. But let's have a look at the driver. The new Taylormade sim driver. It looks beautiful. I mean, the actual design of it, there's a little bit of a slimness on the way back. It looks a little bit funky, to be honest. It goes in from wide to nice and narrow. The actual sim part stands for shape in motion. However, we're going to take it to the simulator. Yeah, bit of a fun. Yeah, this driver that we've got here is 9.3. We've got a hazardous shaft in there as well. It's stiff. However, we can change the different lofts. We can have standard, higher or lower, just depending on what you want to have. And actually, we've got a little bit of adjustability in the head as well. You can actually adjust that weight to a fade or a draw bias. So obviously, we can alter that ball flight. If we just have a little look at the actual design of the face, it says it is speed injected. Notice we've got these two little blue dots down here. That says that it's been taken to the actual legal threshold so that we can get the most performance, the optimal performance out to the driver. But looks wise, it looks really, really good. I like the actual design of the head and I like the pattern that we've got on the back as well. But what I really want to know, does this product perform or is it just a really good marketing ploy? So we're going to take it to the simulator and see how we get on with it. So we are in the sim with the sim driver, but before we get started, I want to have one last look at how good this club actually looks. Looking down on the driver, I really like the fact that you've got that nice, sleek little white part on the top of the golf club. I think that looks really, really good when you actually set up to the golf ball. We're also going to look at today the draw and fade bias with the sim driver. This is meant to actually adjust your ball up to 20 yards in the air, which is quite a big difference if you think about it. So alongside this, the design is actually more aerodynamic apparently for more club head speed. Whether it is or not, we're going to have a little look today to see if it actually works, if it's just a marketing ploy. So apart from that, the sim driver is £479. The sim max is actually slightly cheaper at £450. However, that one there hasn't got any adjustability with the draw or fade setting. So £479, you might think that's quite a lot of money. Well, it is. However, last year's M5 model was actually £20 more expensive. So this is actually £20 cheaper than last year. So again, what we're going to do now is adjust the settings with the higher and lower and standard loft to see how that actually performs. And what I want us to do as well is hit a few shots, see how it feels, check out whether that draw or fade setting actually works as good as what it claims to. We are going to go through the new sim driver. We're just going to use the normal one. We're not using the sim max D. This one is the low spinning driver. We're actually going to use it in the standard setting. We're not going to put it in the draw or fade just yet, just to see what's actually happening with the ball flight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a few shots. Again, the spin's actually really good. It's only 2,100 spin. It's gone long as well. 292, long way that is really for me hitting shots. Again, there's probably cause because it is quite low spin, this driver. The height looks okay, but we're going to mess around with the height in a little bit. But all my shots currently are drifting a little bit to the left. It's not a bad thing. It just means that when we change this setting, I can always adjust and see if it actually works and if a ball flight goes a little bit straighter. So let's hit a couple more. So that one there, really low. Backspin 1,145. I mean, I couldn't even get it in the air. It was that low spin. So it might be worth hitting it with the max because there's obviously a little bit higher spin on that one than this one. But we'll have a look. We'll compare it in a minute. So I'll hit one last shot. Again, drifted a little left. The spin is way too low with this driver. Only 1,200 spin with that one. So for me, I struggle actually to get the sim airborne. But we're going to have a little look at the different settings in the draw and fade to see if it actually adjusts our ball flight. So this drive is actually set at 9 degree. As you can see, my ball didn't really get high enough in the air or spin enough. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to pump up the actual loft. So pretty easy to adjust. Just exactly the same as how you'd adjust the old ones. Again, what we're going to do is put it on the higher setting, which is going to give us 2 degrees extra loft on that. So it's changing this 9 degree now into an 11 degree. So we'll just pop that on there. Give that a twist. I'm just looking for 3 clicks on this one. There we are. So all I'm going to do now, all I've done is change the setting. So instead of it being in the 9 degree head, how I've changed it now to an 11 degree. Hopefully what I should see is the ball flight actually goes a little bit higher. So we'll give that a go, see what happens. Yeah, very similar flight to the last one. Still going a long way, quite low spin still. So it's gone 295, 296 that last one, which is long for me. Yet they are moving a little bit over to the left-hand side. However, they do feel good in terms of strike. Spin is still too low though, 1,500. It's very, very low spin. Again, I've absolutely creamed that one. 2,200 spin, carrying, I think carried about 265. It's got a total of 288. Felt good, straight down the middle of that last one. Much higher ball flight. All right, obviously not every shot's going to be higher. However, that one did seem to go a little bit higher than the previous shots that I played. Right, so let's hit one more. Oh, I'll tell you what, I caught that. So that was great, that one. 275 carry. So he's going out there as well. Go on, go on. Oh, 299 in terms of total distance. It's not bad. Much better with that one. Actually, it felt a lot better being in the higher setting for me. I think 9 degree is actually a little bit too low. I need to pump that setting up a little bit higher. So that worked pretty well, to be fair. Really, really like that. It felt great off the face, and it's definitely going out there. So I'm actually going to keep it in the higher setting because I actually really like the flight on that. However, what I'm going to do is, because I tend to draw the ball anyway, I'm actually going to move the weight from the centre into a more fade setting. So let's see how easily this adjusts, because I've had mixed reviews with this one. Okay, seemed like it moved all right to me. Went all the way down to the fade setting. Just tightening that up now. Again, that seems to click out. There we are, that's better. So what we're going to do is just try it in the fade setting. It's still in the higher setting because I need that launch to be able to get the spin with what I want to try and get it to. So I'm going to put it in the fade setting. Let's see if it actually changes our ball flight by up to 20 yards. I don't know whether it will or not, but let's have a look. Let's try it out. See, spin still low, so it's still gone left. So even though the weight is in the left-hand side, ball still moved over to the left. Felt a little bit high off the face, that last one. Let's go again. Still quite low ball flight for me. I'm really struggling with the sim to actually get the spin. This ball's actually going really long. Even though the spin's quite low, ball's going very, very long distance. Still drifting a little left though, so even though it's on the fade setting, my ball flight is still moving a little bit to the left-hand side. Didn't quite catch that one, all right, but it's still drifted out right. Ball's got a lot shorter in terms of the distance and a lot more spin on it, just because it didn't come out the centre of the club face. So let's hit one last one. It does feel really good off the face, however, and I really like the actual finish of the golf club, especially on the top. It's got a really nice pattern to it, and the club does look brilliant. So last one. So that one has definitely drifted right, all right? Not usually a shot I'm used to seeing, to be honest with you, but it felt good again off the face. So we could argue that it does actually work, all right? So we've just hit the sim driver. We're actually going to give it a go now in the sim max to see if it spins any higher. We're not going to use the regular shaft though. I'm going to put this hazardous shaft back in, the stiff shaft. So I'm going to keep the shaft exactly the same.
We have got a little bit more loft on the head, purely on the basis that before was a 9, we bumped it up to 11. However, this is a 10.5 head that we're going to use. So we're going to try it now in the Sim Max head. I've heard a lot of reviews that the Sim Max head, even though it's got no adjustability, is actually really good for actually just increasing the spin a little bit just to help get your ball in the air. So we're going to test it out to see how this one gets on. And I'm just going to leave it in the standard setting, so it's still going to be 10.5 degree, and we'll put it in the standard setting. Again, looking for 3 clicks. There we are. So let's see if this one spins any differently. Again, you can't actually tell there's a difference in golf club just from the bat. Obviously, the only difference between the Sim Max and the Sim is the adjustability element. So let's hit a shot with the Sim Max, see if we get a little bit higher spin with this one. So definitely a lot higher launch on that one. Spin is actually a little bit higher as well. Ball's travelled, still gone 285, so still got a long way, but the ball actually stayed in the air a lot longer. So look good. Yeah, let's hit a few more. It did feel excellent, that one did. Felt a lot easier to hit than the actual Sim driver, and it's cheaper, which is another positive. Carve that one miles out right. Lots of side spin, lots of backspin. Not the best of shots, that last one. Again, let's go again. So that one felt good. Pulled a little bit left, but number-wise, ball's still gone out there, 295. So it's good. I'm actually spinning the ball a little bit higher with this driver than I was the last one. So let's just hit a couple more. Leaked a touch out right. Again, spinning this a lot higher than it was last time. Ball's not travelling as far. However, in terms of consistency, for me to get the ball in the actual air, the Sim Max is probably performing a little bit better than the Sim is. So it's feeling really good. Let's just hit one last one. So I've caught that very good. Carrying. It's gone 298 in terms of total distance. I mean, these drivers do feel fantastic. They are jumping off the club face really good. However, obviously, I'm not out on the course, but I am opening my shoulders up a little bit more in the swing ring. But they feel brilliant. Really, really good clubs these are to hit. So we'll just try now the Sim Max D, which is the draw setting driver. So we'll see how we get on with that one. So we're going to do the final little bit of testing now. We've used the hazardous shaft the whole way through the fitting, so we're going to keep it the same. And we're going to put it in the Sim Max draw. So, well, Sim Max D, it does stand for draw. It's more of a draw biased head. So this is actually a 12-degree driver. So I'm not going to put it on a higher setting like we did on the last couple. I'm actually going to keep it on the 12-degree loft on standard setting. But all I want to see is it going to make my ball move further to the left-hand side or not? We will actually check that in a second. Right, so let's play some shots now and see if this ball actually moves to the left or whether the draw doesn't really do that much. So, again, everyone swings it differently. This is for somebody that actually slices the ball out to the right-hand side to keep it a little bit straight towards the target. My bad shot isn't usually right, it's actually left. So let's see if it turns the ball over even more. So let's just hit a few. Again, it's definitely drawing, all right? This is not the club for me. I could not play with the Sim Max D because my bad shot is left anyway. The last thing I want to do when hitting this driver is actually hit it left. So I'm going to hit a few more. For you guys watching back at home, if you do struggle with slicing the ball, this might be the club for you. It does feel great off the club face. However, for me, hitting it left is a bad shot of mine. Yeah, ball definitely drifting left with the Sim Max D. Find that this club is definitely draw biased. So it's a good club, but for me, it's not the right one. But for me, I'm looking at the Sim Max or the Sim. All right, it's a very good, both great drivers. I'm just going to make sure I get custom fitted so that I get the correct one. So I will fit myself for one of these drivers. It's just which one I'm not too sure yet. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video down below. We are doing a fitting day here at Great Bar Golf Club on the 17th of Feb. So if you are around, it's Monday, 3 o'clock. It's going all the way till 7 o'clock. Coming down, you can get custom fitted for these drivers. They are fantastic. So yeah, I'll put the number down below, so just give us a call and make sure to book in. So thanks for all watching, guys. I've had fun hitting this driver. It's definitely a club I'm thinking about getting.